We've all felt it when your relationship starts to sour. I'm not feeling it now. I'm just saying it a long time ago.
We got it.
You're left worrying that you've hit a dead end.
Our next guest knows exactly what happened. She's America's marriage coach, Dr. Jacquie, the president and CEO of Recapturing the Vision International. Hi, Dr. Jacquie.
Welcome.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great. It's good to be back.
It's good to have you. So your organization is dedicated to promoting healthy marriages and family, but so many people didn't experience those things growing up, right? How can you recognize them as an adult in your own relationship and how to maintain the good stuff?
Well, you got to know what you need to be doing. There's something about making a cake. There's a recipe that's required, and if you put the right ingredients together in the right way, you're going to have a good cake.
That makes sense.
So my goal is, and my passion, by the way, is to help people to understand the ingredients of a good, strong, healthy marriage or relationship.
But before we get to healthy, let's talk about what you call the relationship wreckers. Let's go through the top 5. 1, not ensuring an effective communication style. What does that mean?
Well, you know, we communicate the way that we communicate with other people. And we forget that we have to know how their communication style needs to be impacted or addressed. So we really need to learn that. If you're a yeller, maybe your mate doesn't like yelling. Maybe they had some very traumatic experiences. So we got to meld to kind of come together. So we have to be able to change a little bit and alter our communication style so that we're more harmonious.
Another good one, not addressing unmet expectations.
Oh, that's a big one. You know, and I have to say this, they might not like me, but women are really good at this. We kind of want our mates to know what we want. Marriage is all about, and relationships about getting our expectations met.
Right.
We have this idea of where we want to be and what we want this relationship to be like. Sometimes they are, but the biggest problem is they're not communicated. We just want you to know.
Right, but it's that idea that you're supposed to have this intuitive ability, and we're not mind readers.
Well, we don't have a cape or a big S on our chest, so you have to communicate. You know, so you got to tell people.
Men love to talk, doctor.
Yeah, we
Men love to talk.
Really?
It's a joke.
But isn't it almost, you know, when you think about marriage and you think about it the way it was way back when my parents, you know, you grew up in the same town, you grew up in the same village, and nothing much changed, but it's almost the expectation of being together with somebody, let's say you get married in your 20s till your 80s, it's almost like...
Do you think it's an antiquated expectation? Do you think it's unrealistic that people can stay married that long?
I don't at all. Been married 24 years. And I'm very happily married. Have there been seasons where it's been not as great? Of course, but you don't jump ship. Sometimes the shakiness is an indication that emotional change in the relationship is necessary. You need to evolve. You need to change some things because the relationship is growing to another era.
All right,
and so we need to stay on board.
Let's go to number 3, not resolving emotional triggers that might be adversely affecting the relationship. I'm confused. What does that mean?
Emotional triggers kind of link us back to traumatic things that happened to us. Other words, known as that baggage that we kind of carry in relationships. And, you know, we are affected in the way that we perceive current day issues and the way that we respond to them based on those triggers. We need to talk about them and know what they are.
Somebody
Excavate them.
Somebody once said to me, if your wife doesn't like you wearing the blue shirt, don't wear the blue shirt.
Well, find out why. Because if you kind of understand why she has an issue with that blue, you'll understand her better. And
oh, boy, this sounds like too much talking.
Too much, but isn't that true that so many couples actually fight about the same thing over and over, or different versions thereof, which is kind of that?
But, you know, that's what I'm talking about. That means that you have an unresolved issue that's only going to create resentment until you figure it out.
Right.
And sometimes you need a therapist. You need a coach.
Oh!
You need a third voice. Come on, guys.
But the reason he's moaning is because the thought is, that, and I don't know if you'd agree or not agree, that therapists tend to take sides, and they take sides with the person who engages them to begin with.
First of all, that's why I'm a coach, because I kind of believe in a more pragmatic approach where we just talk about steps, and you need a third voice to kind of help you to see each other's side and get together on the issues at hand.
Is that what you mean by allowing outside interference?
Outside interference. Big no-no. It's illegal in most sports activities, and it's also illegal in relationships. So is it the friends and the family getting involved? That don't even know what they're talking about. First of all, I don't take advice from anyone that doesn't have a track record. So you need to make sure that you secure the borders of your relationship so that people feel respected and they can have a sincere trust by not violating the relationship by giving secrets.
Some may say you don't have a track record because you've been married for 24 years and you don't know the other side.
Well, I do. I wasn't always married.
Oh, well, I mean, have you been divorced?
She's done it successfully.
No,
but but how do you
she's avoided divorce. She doesn't.
I know what
Which is what we're trying to all do.
If you want a winning team, do you hire a losing coach? I wouldn't.
Okay.
I think you're looking at it backwards.
I didn't get the right notes on this one.
Well, we appreciate it. For more information about Dr. Jacquie and her cutting-edge series on marriage and relationships, go to our website, ktla.com. We'll have all the information there. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Sorry about Mark.